Alright, Joe, what's that? Hey, Joe.
Throwing frag grenade. Throwing frag.
One's in bathroom on the stall. On 5 ping. It's a Jaeger. Ran away.
Hey, black laundry.
Good job.
Top yellow.
Jack and MK at the ass.
Loading new mag.
Nah.
Can we get a pen now?
Get on
Put
that
that
shit.
into work. Put that into work.
Give me my clip. Where is it? Oh, W. I'm SenVale, and today we're going to be talking about the best settings in Rainbow Six Siege for a champion on console. So, there's music. Okay, so here, let's talk about how to find your perfect sense first. So going from here, you go to 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1, 6. Do that a couple times. Honestly, this is just good training to warm up your aim in general. You want to do it as fast as you can without missing too crazy, like going like this and then having to double back. So here's the thing I can tell you about how to find a better sense. So you go in from this to here. If you feel like you're having to go too far and then having to double back, your sense might just be too high. Try lowering it and you're going to see probably better gameplay. Or if your sense is too low, you feel like you're not going far enough and you're having to like overcompensate a little bit to get there. Try raising your sense a little bit. It might benefit you quite a bit. So I'll just do that to find my sense. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. Let's go through some settings. We're going to start from the left and work our way over to the right. So here, nothing crazy here. Gonna have to prep automatic. I would do manual. You're gonna want this because when I'm driving my drone around, I want to be able to keep driving my drone if I'm droning someone in, or if I'm trying to hide my drone or trying to escape somebody else that's chasing my drone around. You're gonna want that, and you can just, you know, after prep, sorry, so you can get off your drone whenever you want. Boom. HUD, nothing too crazy here. Alright, volume, 0 music. Night mode always makes footsteps a little bit louder. It makes bullets a little bit quieter, but makes the footsteps a little bit louder. You're still gonna hear the gunshots no matter what anyways. So here's the display. So you got 83, 84, or 90 is what I recommend. 83, 84, or 90. 1, 2, or 3. I don't recommend 60 because what 60 will do is 83 right now. What 60 will do is everything appears more in your face, but you can't see as much. So I won't be able to notice nearly as much, and the game itself is going to, everyone's going to appear a lot slower, but I won't be able to see as much as what's going on. Everybody runs with their field of view just slightly higher because it makes it a little bit easier to maneuver around the map. But I mean, to always check everything. So I'm going to be able to see more in my field of view. The field of view is a cone. So 60, I'm moving it up to 83. So my cone is 83 degrees. So things are going to appear, and they're going to be a little bit faster on 83, but I am going to be able to see a little bit more. With 90, you get a little bit of what I like to call fisheye lens effect. But on console, this isn't that bad because it's not going to be too bad. When things are in the corner of your eye, you can see that how, like, see that beam right there is kind of bending a little bit. This in the corner of my eye. You flick to it, you're gonna might over flick or under flick. That's at 90, which some people are gonna have an issue with that. Some won't. I like 83. VSync off, obviously. Vibration, turn it off. Grenades go off. You definitely don't want that on. Got deployment. You want that at advanced. Drone deployment, advanced. Aim assist doesn't do anything. And now we're going to go to the reason why most of you are here, which is the more sensitivity things and the advanced sensitivity. So let's go through it. So I have mine set to 40 and 50. You're always going to want your horizontal a little bit ahead of your vertical. Always, 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 always. Dead zone 5, if you can help it. If you do have a dead zone issue where you find yourself slowly spinning around like this, try raising your dead zone to fix that issue. Or buy a new controller, which costs money, but quick issue is set it to 10. I've done that before. It's not that big of a deal. ADS Sense. Here's my ADS Sense. So I have my 1x set to 20. This is one of the more important ones, and then everything else I kind of have set to about the same. I mean, I don't use anything higher than like 2x, 2.5. I don't use that. So I have that, boom, boom, and I just kind of left everything about the same as the 1.5 magnification, which is pretty much all I use on. I use these two. I definitely suggest raising it up as you go, slightly up until it's not manageable, because if you're zoomed in with 20, let's say, like with a 1.5, it's going to be a little bit harder to scope around. So I have it up a little bit to compensate for that factor. Hold aim. Advanced controller. Okay, so you turn that, let's say you turn that on. So here, let's go through some of the settings and why I have it set the way that I do. Here's look acceleration. So what look acceleration does, it makes it so you accelerate faster looking around like this. So you're going to accelerate as you go forward. As you turn, you're going to get faster and faster up to a point. I have that off because my looking around, I feel like, is not an issue in my gameplay. So I have it off because I think that would just kind of throw me off, as it's not really a setting that I feel is fully necessary. So I have all my look accelerations off, which is down to here. I mean, I can set that to 0 too. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it didn't matter. Making sure. All right, now you have ADS, horizontal acceleration, and vertical acceleration. So this is while you're aiming, it will increase your sensitivity as you scan across with a delay of how long it takes for that to actually happen while you're moving your ADS. So while you move your ADS, how long it takes for that to actually take effect. And then the ramp up time is how long it will take to get to the maximum speed. So 1 second, it'll take a full second to get to that maximum speed, which is quite a long time while you're aiming around. But at 0.25 seconds, it'll start to get a little bit faster and faster. And the reason why I have it set to 40 and 35, let's say, I don't want it too fast. But let's say I'm aiming here, I just take somebody out right there, and then I know someone's at that corner, right? So I take somebody out right there, and I have to look. With the ADS acceleration change, it makes it a little bit easier for me to get from point A to point B. Just a little bit faster if I have to really turn. So I definitely have that on. So boom. With that off, let's say, or with my delay longer, let's say I just have my delay longer. Let's say I have it at 0.9. It takes me a little bit longer to get there. First time I was still ADSing. So I definitely put mine at 0.25. Low key, I could probably lower it to like 0.1. Yeah, because it gets faster as you go. And like a lot of times that you're aiming in, like I'm not making wild spin moves like this. I'm aiming at someone or I'm aiming at a corner and then scanning from one point to the next. So I'm gonna raise mine up a little bit because I didn't like how fast it was instantly. So I'm gonna raise mine to, let's say, 0.2. I'm gonna leave it there. The ramp up time is 1 second. You can lower this if you want. How long it takes for it to reach the maximum. So this is when it starts. This is when it's at its full maximum speed. You can see the graph down there. And it's based on a percentage. How it's 40% faster and 35% faster than normal. What I have it set to normally. And this outer acceleration, I recommend having this personally to 0 because this is a physical thing. So look at the control stick. This is the circle. So let's say I put it to here. At A, it is at its maximum input. So you can get your maximum a little bit quicker, but this is going to take a little bit getting used to if you're a guy like me who moves the stick all the way every single, like when they move, they're going all the way. They're not like subtly moving it. But if you do it like this and you're a controller god, what you can do is if you get used to it, you don't have to move nearly as much to get the same input as going all the way or not. And the advantage of that is that you can do this faster. So it could speed up your aim, but it would take a lot of getting used to because that is a physical feature, which is, it's going to take some time to get used to. So currently I have mine set to 0. So I go all the way. After the initial speed, how long it takes. Yeah, so I just have this at the base. And that's it for the advanced acceleration. So, not too bad. You copied Revolt Robbie. He had his out threshold set to 10, which I found weird, but it feels good. Well, let's say you have it set to 10, right? There's nothing wrong with this. It just makes it a little bit faster to get to your maximum. And it's... You get to your maximum speed just slightly faster. Even if you go past it, you're still at your maximum. So there's nothing wrong with having it at 10 because you just get to that 10 faster. But let's say I'm like going all the way right up to that point. It's just something you have to get used to. So personally, I would probably have it at 0. Having it at 10 is fine. That's fine. It's not you're not going to notice a massive difference either way. Having it at 10 is fine. Having it at 15 would be fine, but I wouldn't have anything higher than 15 because you're going to start to see like this is going to be crazy. Like I would not do that. Do not max that out. You are going to have issues with your gameplay. So 10 is fine. It just makes that a little bit faster to the punch. You need your maximum. So like let's go from like here. Boom, 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 boom. Me personally, I don't like the 10. Each their own though. Like if you have a sense that you can like rock that, maybe you can do it. But getting used to, like I know how my thumb moves around on the stick, so I know like how fast it will go when I'm moving around. So like changing that factor when I'm like maximum versus not maximum, I personally don't like that. So I'm having mine set to 0. And guys, that's it for the new changes to console and controllers. So hope this guys helps you guys out. If you guys have any other questions on any other settings down below, let me know, and make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, or leave a like down below. And for those of you that are going to ask about my display settings right now because it looks so beautiful, my saturation is kicked up and my camera is lowered on my stream settings. So until next time.